What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Life at the Hamids. The weather's getting warmer, the actual sky's blue, and it's a lovely day out here. Still a bit chilly, but the weather's getting there and things are moving on. Just a little disclaimer, today's video is not a paid promotion. However, it is a free review of an item that I've been given from LetPot. So it's another company online, and it's a smart 4-in-1 hydroponics growing system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically unbox this, set it up, and have a look at it and just basically let you know what I think. My review is going to be an honest review. It's going to be exactly what I think, whether it's useful and whether it's actually worth buying. So let's get to it. In terms of the size, it seems pretty big. Now this, I think, is the largest one or second to largest one. So let's get that out quickly. There you go. And I'll put that aside over there. All right, so in terms of the kit, let's take it out and let's have a look at it. So this has its own lighting system. So it's a hydroponics kit. It's got its own lighting system. It's a full growing system. In terms of the kit, it's got a light panel, extendable rod, so you can put it at different heights. And it comes with sponges, everything you need basically to set it up. And the one good feature on this is this automatic watering. So you can actually connect it to a wire tubing with a tank, and you can go on holiday and it'll basically do the watering for you. So let's have a look at that. So that is the extension rod, and this is all LED lighting from above there. That's pretty decent. You know, the quality of this is really nice. Yeah, it would have been nice if this came up and down on its own, but you know what? For what it is, it's still sturdy. Very sturdy. That's beautiful. All right, so they've given me one of these, which is basically where if I was going to do tomatoes or something that's bigger, so I can just focus on two. However, I'm going to be doing lettuce in here. Lettuce and all my salads, maybe some basil, herbs in the house. So I'm going to keep this indoors and do it like that. So let's have a look. So we've got that. That's the one I'm going to be using. I'll put that aside for now and bring this out. I'll go through the instructions after, but what I'm going to do is let's just see what it comes with. So I was going to set this up before, but I thought I'll do the video with you going through everything. So this is a basket kit, and I'll have a look at what it is. So I've never really used the hydroponics kit before. What I've done in the past is, the only thing I've done basically in water is propagate basil. So I take clone my basil, I take off cutting, and then I put it in water, and then it'll root. In this situation, so you got the sponges. Not bad. And basically, I'm guessing you put a seed in there, and it'll grow. They give you, there's the tubing, so you can set that up to a tank, and it'll basically automatically fill itself with water when it gets to a lower point. And it's also got I'll take a picture of it, I'll show you now. It's also got a little spot here where you can add plant food. So literally, you can leave, you can go on holiday, and this will basically look after itself. So actually, it gives you a nice peace of mind when using it. So okay, we've got two of those. That's for the big ones, which I'm not going to be using. Let's have a look now. So we've got sponges, and we're going to have those. So let's set it up. Let's see how is this going to work. We've got our adapter. We've got one of these. I'll figure out what that's for now. We've got this, which is going to go in here like that. Okay, so what else have they got? I'm just going to open it up. What's quite good is it's good in terms of environmental. You can basically recycle this and compost it most likely. It comes with plant labels. However, I would have preferred, I know it's not good for the environment, but just something plastic so I can keep them and store them again when needed. All right, so what they've got is they've got this whole system here where you basically put the cone into there like that, right? And then you've got the sponges, and what you'll do is you put the seed in the sponge here, and then you basically put it in there, and that will soak up and it'll sprout. All right, everyone. So I've unpacked everything. I know what's going on, and I'll give you a little lowdown of what's actually in here. So as you can see, they've given a kind of basket, and that basket basically goes into here, right? And that will allow the sponge, where, can you see over here? I'll put a picture up if you can't see it properly. Seed would go into there, and then basically you just plant it into there, and that will grow. So now that I've got everything set up, I've had a look at the instruction manual. I'm ready to basically start. So quick thing about this, in terms of the product, it's also smart, which I forgot to mention. So I can download the app and I can control things through the app and have a look at the temperature, have a look at the water levels, etc., and adjust the light settings. So I can do all of that, which is awesome. I like all my smart gadgets. They're amazing. Now, what else does it come with? So let's just say I'm not using all of these. How many are there? There's what? 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. 21. Here. So there's 21 there, or we've got the big one, which has 2. So I can do little bits, and I'm going to do this for cut and come again. This is going to be my salad kind of station, which will help me a lot in terms of just getting things done. I probably could use it all year round. I'll let you know. Now, what I might try to do, I've got some propagated here already in terms of lettuces. So I might prick some out and see how they do there. But I'm also going to sow some seeds. If you're not going to use all of them, right, you can basically close them off. So I can put this in there. I can take this out and just basically put a lid on them. So the ones that aren't going to be used, I can just basically put lids on them, which is quite handy. As things grow, they've given some support rods as well, as long with some plant labels. That's quite neat. And they've also given germination covers. So I don't need all of those in my hand. Let's just pop one of these out, and basically what you'll do is you just put it on there and it covers it up. So I can just basically put the seeds on there, make sure they don't dry out. And as they sprout, just take them off and let them grow. So this, in terms of its build and what's going on, is pretty well thought out. Obviously, we'll have to try it and see how it grows, but in terms of the thought process, everything seems pretty sound. All right, so what am I going to be testing in here? I'm going to be testing out little gem lettuce. That's the one I mainly use everywhere. I don't do any of the other lettuces. I'm going to put some beetroot in there and see if I can use that for leaves as well and how they grow in here. I'm going to do some spinach and some Thai basil and again the mesclun mix. I think that will give me a nice all-round variety of lettuce leaves that I can just cut and come again and see how it goes. I'm actually pretty excited. So let's get to it. I'm going to just put about 2 to 3 seeds, let's see, in each one, and then go from there. So I've done all of that. I'm just going to pack this away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to fill it with water. So as you can see there, you see it's all like that. But I'm going to fill it with water because before I put the already sprouted ones in, I need to make sure there's water here. So there's more chance of it actually surviving and less chance of having some root shock. But before I go, I want to show you one more thing, which is what they sent as well, which is the plant food. So I think I fill this with water, and basically I can put it in there. So it gives all the nutrition that it needs in there. But what I'll do is I'll set it up, I'll show you this part, and we'll go from there. So you're going to see me in the room with the other seedlings, and I'll probably give you an update at the same time. All right, see you in a second. All right, everybody. So everything's set up now, and I've basically got it in my living room instead, because it doesn't make sense for me to have lettuce leaves, salad leaves that I'm going to be basically coming to cut and come again in the office. It's quite a nice piece of kit, so I don't see a reason why it can't be showcased in my living room. I don't think it's tacky at all. Very nice display as well. And let's get into more of the stuff. So as you can see, the sponges over here are moist now. They've absorbed the water. Took quite a bit of time actually, but it is expected, isn't it? For the sponges to soak up the water. But now that they've soaked it up, everything's settled in, and I've put the seedlings that I've got, just 3 of them, to see how they do. I put a second one in there because this was quite big, and then I've got 2 standard small size ones there. Now all I had to do was fill this up here. Let's get, so you fill it up to max, and basically it's got all the water in there. You can actually put tubing at the back, and this will autofill. It's also got a section for food. If I lift this up quickly and show you behind it. So there, you'd fill that up with food, plant food, and that would basically autofill as you need it. Let's put that back. Dropped a little water while I was showing you this. Not too much. There you go. But you can see it's not that hard. And now I'm just going to put that back. And the only thing I need to do is basically put these germination covers on top until they germinate. So I'm going to put those on and basically see how it goes. But the reason why also I haven't put the light on. So now let me just show you the display. If I turn it on, it flickers with my camera. So apologies for that. But let's just show you everything. So I'm going to show you. You can see up here, got all the spectrums of lights. So right now it's in veg and herb mode. And if I click that, whoops, that turns it off. If I click that, it changes it in flower mode. Let's quickly go up there, flower mode. And then it goes flower and fruit or veg and herb. So it's got all of the range of light spectrums there. Now let's have a look at the display a bit more. Yeah, you can see that it's got water level over here, water level. It tells me the brightness. I can change the brightness if I click on this one, I believe. And I can basically go up and down in terms of the brightness, which is very useful. Growing days and time. I've connected to Wi-Fi, so I can do all of this from the app, which is quite handy. And basically, yeah, it tells you the temperature and the food, the plant feed, and I can set what time the lighting goes on and off. And this is manual mode right now. So I can put that into auto mode and then go on holiday, and it'll do all of it itself. Probably put a container on the side of it, somewhere here, and then it'll be fine. So that's basically it, really. In terms of the temperature, I don't think it comes with a setting where I can basically adjust the temperature, but I'm going to have a look at the instructions again and basically give you a little bit of feedback. But can you see right now the lights flicker because the LEDs, if I turn that back off, there you go, no issue. But obviously I'm going to keep that going because it keeps the water circulating around and pumping around. So what I'll do is I will put that back on, but I'll be with you in a second and I'll round up what I think, have a look at the app, and give you my final thoughts. All right, everybody. So what do I think about this? In terms of its design, it's sleek and it's quite stylish. It's looks quite useful. So the fact that you can change it out so that you got 2 modules for bigger plants, or you can have 21 modules for smaller plants, is quite neat. Never used the hydroponics system before. However, I feel that it's going to be quite useful and something that I can grow my salad leaves in. I'm not sure in terms of the applications of actually having chili plants and bigger plants like tomato plants in the house and how it will go. But again, it's something that I would look forward to experimenting in the future. But I can see myself using this for my salad leaves and basically being able to cut and come again and propagate and just go through the whole system, having it all year round rather than just in summer. Um, Especially because it's quite neat. I love the fact that it's got adjustable height on the lights, and you can adjust the brightness levels, and I could do all through my phone. Now, in terms of the temperature, I think it's just ambient room temperature, but that's more than enough because the house is what, around 16 to 22 degrees anyway. Especially with the baby, we're gonna have to keep it like that. But yeah, it's not too bad. In terms of the app, there's not much difference with what you can do on the display. Um, it's just basically I can do it from anywhere. So even if I was abroad, for example, let's just say I can check up on the water levels, I can check up what's going on. It'll give me my error messages and let me know what's going on, and I can adjust it. There is a nice feature too, so I can add there's a setting where I can add some more fertilizer or basically plant feed, which is quite handy. So yeah, overall, I'm really excited, and what I'll do is in another video. So that's just a video of the product, but in another video, shorter down the line, I'll keep giving you updates. I will let you know. But it is something so far that I would recommend based on the usability and how it is. And obviously, I've seen lots of videos on hydroponic systems. They do work. So this has more or less what I've seen in other videos. So I think it's a promising product, and I do recommend it. I will leave a link in the video description as always. And I appreciate you tuning in again to watch this video. Please, as always, leave a comment. Let me know if you've used the hydroponic system before, how you find them. Are there any certain plants that work and don't work in them? Please leave a comment. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you on the next one.